What? One people. But God gonna separate everyone when he returns. He tell you he's sending everybody back to their own land. You see? But this evil man, one of the multiplications of the great evils on the earth was this concept of all being one people. And everyone should do what? Leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed. Everyone agreed. Everybody want to be Canadian. Everybody want to be American. Everybody want to be British. You have people that are Ishmaelites. They go to Britain and they sound like a British white man. The Africans, same thing. You know, or Hamites rather. That's a biblical name. You know, Israelites, so-called Negroes. Anyone that goes to these places do their best to fit in with them. You know, even me, I had a different accent from this when I just came here to Canada. But for them to be able to understand me easily, I kind of, spoke a bit more proper English that they were used to, in order for them to easily understand me. Now, the Israelites from Jamaica, a lot of them don't do that, which kudos to you guys. But, I just didn't have the patience to keep repeating myself, so I switched it up. Everyone should leave his own laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to what? His religion, and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. You see? For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. So right now the king is sending messengers all to you guys that you should keep the strange laws of the land, that you should keep Canada Day and all other folly. Gay month, a pride month, they want you to keep that, right? And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifices and drink offerings in the temple. All these things they forbid in Christianity. No burnt offerings, no barbecue, no drink offerings. They want to look down on you when you drink rum in the temple. That they should profane the Sabbaths and the festival days. And Christianity teaches you to keep no Sabbaths or festival days of the Most High. Only the Seventh-day Adventists keep the 7-day Sabbath. The rest of these Christians don't keep the Sabbaths, and none of them keep the festival days, right? And pollute the sanctuary and holy people, right? Verse 49, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. So you see this man's purpose? He wants you to forget the law of the Most High. He wants to tell you the law is done away with, right? When Christ will say, get away from me, you lawless. Those of you that are lawless, get away from me. But you're not supposed to keep the law. You are supposed to keep the law. In the grace of Yahweh Shai, you do your best, he will do the rest. Anyway, the point is, this man is the one that heap all people unto himself. You see? It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him? And you can read more about this in Isaiah the 14th chapter. And say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. Brothers and sisters, didn't we just read in the article, the man had a meeting, right, to claim the indigenous people's land, and it wasn't his. Woe to him, meaning destruction to him that increased that which is not his. The brothers say, how long? How long is this Edomite going to be able to do these things? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Shall not all these take up, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? The book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, talks about the same thing, right? Now, it was talking about the fall of the king of Babylon, but pursuant to Job 11 and 6, the scriptures have double meanings all the time. Sometimes they have triple meanings. These things are very deep. The king of Babylon is the so-called white man, the king of modern day Babylon. How do we know this is modern day Babylon? They use all the same tactics and symbols. Even the American coat of arms is the same coat of arms from Babylon. They simply remixed it. Same concept. A bird in the middle with the feathers, what do you call it? The wings stretched out, and the claws holding two things. Two items. You know, you know, right? Babylon, Egypt, all these names for these evil empires, you know, going on, going down through time, you know, you know. And the kingdom of the white man is called all these things: Babylon, Edom, the Assyrian. Man, there's so many names, right? Babylonian symbol. Let me see if I can pull it up. Maybe Babylonian coat of arms. Coat of arms. That's not it. This is kind of what I'm looking for, right? Kinda, yeah. Let's see here. They have carvings of it. Relief. Where is this thing? Where is it? I have it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, bam. Right, Babylon with the bird spread out with the wings. Then Egypt takes it, right? Rihanna tattoo. That's the easiest way probably to find it, right? Nope. Egyptian coat of arms, I guess. It's probably not gonna bring it up. Egyptian falcon, maybe. I just want to show you guys real quick. Okay. All right. Bam. All right. So from the Babylonian to the Egyptian, right, to the American. All right. American coat of arms. Yeah. And that was a bad example of the Babylonian one. I have better examples, but I just can't find it right now. Right? I'm not gonna go searching too deep. But yeah, as you can see, especially between Egypt and America, it's the same. It's the exact same symbolism. And these people are so filthy. They even put it in games too, because it's the same thing in a State of Decay, right? Same symbol. You see the little eagle there, with the weapons in its hand, right? It's an old Babylonian, Egyptian, American satanic symbol. You know. Reading on. Um, shall they not rise up against thee suddenly and shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? So remember, I was telling you guys earlier that the kings of the east gonna come and destroy America. This is what I'm talking about. They're gonna be booties unto them. Unto who? The kings of the east. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. He's done what? Because thou hast spoiled many nations. The so-called white man, the colonizer, the keeper of Canada, the originator of Canada, has robbed many nations. It says, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. You see? So they're going to get robbed back. Why? Because of men's blood. And for the what? Violence of the land, and the violence of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Brothers and sisters, we know is this man practice these things. Woe unto him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. The most I say destruction to the man that is he covet a evil greed he has. You know, his whole nation, which is what your house represent. The house of Israel is the whole nation of Israel. That he may set his nest on high. What he do? He come on, brothers and sisters. The eagle is his favorite bird. He set his nest on high. He loved the penthouse. He built these tall buildings. He put stuff in space. He want to live in space. In fact, he want to move to another planet. He set his nest on high that he may be delivered from the power of evil. So you see, after destroying the earth, they want to go to another planet. You want to be in the penthouse because, you know, not just anyone can get there. You want to be in the gated community because not just anyone can get there. After he get these things by rape, rob, murder, deceit, right? He want to set himself on high. He put satellites in the sky to be able to see what you're doing at all times. He put phones in your pocket to be able to see what you're doing at all times. He set his nest on high to be delivered from the power of evil. His own evil that he's done. He don't want it to come back and bite him. But the Most High say, they shall bite you. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? So he can't escape. He gonna get bitten by his deeds. Verse 10. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off, that's killing many people, and has sinned against what? Thy soul. The man sinned against his soul. Right? Verse 11, for the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe unto him, meaning destruction unto him that does what? Buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Yeah? So what's coming to this man is destruction. Thus saith the Lord. And destruction is coming to you too, if you follow this man. Because the Most High say, those that are joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You know? Let me get that for you. It's in Isaiah, but I don't remember exactly where. Isaiah 13:15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Joined unto who? Joined unto the Edomites. Everyone that's joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Right? When is this happening? At the end, verse 14, it shall be as a chase run, as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and everyone flee into his own land, as I told you before. Right? Verse 16 says, their children shall be dashed to pieces, whose children? The children of the wicked. Before their eyes their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Why? Because they did this to people. In fact, specifically, they did it to the holy people of the Most High. They did it to other people too, but they did it to the holy people of the Most High, and he will repay them. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. That's the people from the Middle East, the Iraqis, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces. That's guns is talking about. They shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. They're killing everyone. And Babylon, who? Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember, Daniel had a vision where he saw what? A statue of the king of what? Babylon. All these kingdoms, you know, the kingdom of the white man, the so-called white man, all these kingdoms are represented by that one statue, which is the statue of Nebuchadnezzar. The Babylonian statue. It's the same evil spirit that built the Tower of Babel and did all these things. That sacrificed children to Moloch. Well, Tune is his name. Is the name of the false god. You know? Remember I told you in the end of that kingdom, the feet are made of iron and clay. They don't mix good. Right? Which is why the French had problems with the English, you know, had problems with the Spanish, had problems with the Portuguese. These are all Edomites, and they're fighting each other to steal Canada and America from the indigenous people, you know. Okay, I think that's enough on that. So, all this to say, we know who these people are, and you shouldn't be keeping their customs. Jeremiah 10, verse 1 and 2. And I think I'll end there for brevity. You can go read the other scriptures on your own. They say the same thing. Jeremiah 10. Maybe I'll read 2 scriptures out of this, and that'll be it. Hear ye the word of Yahweh, the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Unto everybody, know, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. What the Most High say? Learn not the way of the heathen. Why? For the customs of the people are vain, empty. And then he gives you an empty custom example. One cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hand of the workman with an axe. Okay? They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers that it move not. What do they deck with silver and gold and fasten with hammers that it move not? And they chop it down from the forest. They are upright as a palm tree. The tree is straight, but speak not. They must needs be born. You have to carry them because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, nor is it in them to do any good. Right? Right? That's a vain custom. That's talking about what? Christmas. Chopping down trees in the forest. You have to nail it up. This is an ancient festival. You know? Commemorating the rebirth of, I can't remember the guy's name. Look it up. Yeah? Revelation 11, verse 10 also backs up that this is talking about Christmas. They that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. Rejoice over who? The dead Israelites. The spiritually dead Israelites, which is what this chapter is talking about. And make merry. When do they make merry? They shall send gifts to one another. When they do that? Because these 2 prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth. And the 2 prophets is talking about is the northern and southern kingdom of the Most High God. You know? So they make merry and send gifts to one another, celebrating the fact that we are spiritually dead. But the Most High says after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh, meaning the word of life from Yahweh, entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Because we remember who we are. Right? 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 Peter said to Christ, the words you speak, they are spirit and they are life. Right? One second. John, it is the spirit that quickeneth. John 6:63. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. The words are the spirit and the life. Yeah? Okay. Wrapping up. So don't follow the heathen customs because they're vain, you know? And if you don't follow these heathen customs, here's the blessings you're gonna get. You know the curses you're gonna get if you follow them. You're gonna be destroyed. Your fathers will leave your home, you know. You won't be able to prosper, you know. But we'll end with the blessings if you keep the ways of the Most High. Actually, let me read one more scripture where the Most High says, don't keep these heathens' practices. Right? Leviticus 18:3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. What shall you do? You shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am Yahweh your God. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. You know, that's it. So the Most I tell you, if you keep his judgments and statutes, you will live. But if you keep the judgments and statutes of the heathen, like this Canada, for example, you're going to die. And that's the bottom line. So keep the judgments, the statutes, and the ordinances of the Most High God, you so-called Negroes. Okay? And stop keeping these feasts of Satan, who is the so-called white man. You understand? And with that, you can I'll put the link to the document. You can do the rest of the study yourself and fill in the blanks. All right. With that, all glory, honor, and majesty perpetually unto Yahweh, our great God, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All glory to him through Yahweh Shai the Prince, whose name is to be praised, whose majesty is never ending, who made the seen and unseen, who is the glory and honor of the Most High, the first and the last of the Most High God. So all glory and honor unto him, unto Yahweh, through his name, Yahweh Shai, our great King, and may he return swiftly and save us from our enemies and the hand of them who hate us. And may you, my brothers and sisters, live according to the statutes, laws, and commandments of the Most High God, that you might have life eternal and an everlasting, unimaginably great kingdom here on earth, built by the hands of the ones that put us in slavery and subjection. And with these things I say, Hallelujah.